Morning and welcome to Daily Red Devil for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. Hope everyone is doing well on this Tuesday morning. Lots and lots to discuss on the show today. But before we do that, please do me a small favour. Make sure to drop a like on today's video and subscribe if this is your first time watching. The question for this morning is in relation to Liam Delap. We're going to be talking about him at length on this video, but I want to get your thoughts. How do you feel about Liam Delap? Is he somebody you want to see at Manchester United? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Because the headline coming up this morning, this seems like it's a story that's been briefed by the club. Because at about the same time yesterday, about 7 or 8 different journalists all went out with the story that apparently Liam Delap is Manchester United's #1 target. This was everywhere. You know, it was in the newspapers, it was in the independent journalists. Every single journalist was reporting that Manchester United's #1 target is Liam Delap, and he is available for £40 million if Ipswich Town get relegated. Now, I don't know. I'm still not very convinced by this, really. I don't know. I'm just having a look at how he's done this season. So he's 22 years of age. He's got 12 goals and 2 assists in 30 Premier League games. So he's averaging a goal or an assist every other game for a team who are playing at the bottom of, or who are at the bottom of the Premier League. Now, let me have a look. Does it tell me how many penalties he's had? So I feel like that's quite an important stat, isn't it? Let's have a look. Premier League goals. All right, here we go. Because I kind of want to find out, like, how many of his goals... All right, so he scored 12 goals. 2 of them are penalties. So he's got 10 goals from open play and 2 goals from penalties. And he's got 2 assists. He's averaging 0.038 goals per game. He's only had 29 shots on target, and he's got 12 goals. I mean, that's pretty good. So what's that? Every 3 shots on target, he gets a goal. It does say that he's, however, missed 10 big chances. That's crazy. And big chances are usually like you should be scoring. So he's got 12 goals, but he's also missed 10 big chances. And he's hit the post or the crossbar 4 times. So he's clearly getting himself in the right positions, and he's clearly having, you know, opportunities, and by the looks of it, missing them. So that's a little bit worrying, maybe. But I don't know. I just think we need an experienced striker. If we already had like a Gyökeres or an Osimhen or someone of that quality, then I think Liam Delap would be an amazing signing to bring in as a kind of understudy. But I'm just not convinced that him on his own, alongside Højlund, who's just not firing at all, is going to take us from where we are now to where we're kind of aspiring to be. And realistically, where we're aspiring to be is, as embarrassing as this sounds, in the top half of the table. But what I want to know from you is, how do you feel about Liam Delap? Let me know. Should we go for him? Some people, I'm just looking at the kind of response on Twitter this morning, and some people are really excited about Liam Delap. You know, there's one person here who says he's a lot stronger than Liam Delap, than Rasmus Højlund. He's a lot better off the ball. He's better at finishing. I mean, from what I've seen of him, he is better than Rasmus Højlund. But not being harsh, that's not particularly difficult, is it? Like, Højlund's got all the passion and all the energy and all the rest of that. But, like, quality-wise, I mean, he's just not very good, is he, really? I know he's still young, and I know he can improve. And Højlund's got 3 goals in 26 games in the Premier League. Liam Delap's got 4 times the amount of goals, and he's playing for a team who are in the relegation zone. So, I mean, that's not really saying much. We're pretty much like a relegation side this season, aren't we? We're down the bottom of the table. It's not like, you know, it's not like one's playing for Liverpool and the other's playing for Burnley. It's like, you know, they're both playing for 2 poor teams, realistically. But to only get 3 goals in the Premier League is a little bit poor. I think we can all agree on that. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think about Liam Delap, because it seems to be absolutely everywhere. This story that Manchester United's #1 target this summer is Liam Delap. Another person here is saying that apparently Jason Wilcox has identified Liam Delap. Now, remember that Jason Wilcox obviously used to work at Manchester City. I think he was the head of the youth academy, I think. And Liam Delap was obviously at Manchester City, so he knows him from Manchester City. I mean, look, if we were to get Liam Delap and Jonathan David, I would be happy, you know? Like one experienced player and one young player. I'd be fine with that. I'm just not convinced that Liam Delap on his own is going to, you know, be enough. God, I'm tired today. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section. Would you go for Liam Delap or would you go for somebody else? Let me know your thoughts below. I personally, like I said, I want experience. I don't mind getting a young player, but I want experience as well. So if we could get Liam Delap and Jonathan David, I would do that. Fine, no problem. But if it's just going to be one player, I think it needs to be someone like Gyökeres, someone like Osimhen, someone who's, you know, 26, 27, has been at the top of the game for a few years, played at all different levels. That's what needs to happen. And obviously Jonathan David does tick that box, to be fair. You know, Jonathan David's been playing in the Europa and the Champions League, obviously in the French League, national team for Canada. So he kind of ticks that box, doesn't he? So yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. But I'm not fully convinced. And then we've got another story this morning saying that apparently Manchester United want to try and sign Jarrad Branthwaite again. I mean, if we spend £50 million on a centre-back this summer, I am going to be sat there scratching my head like, what the hell are we doing? We need to sign a world-class striker. That's what we need. We need attacking players. We've got 8 centre-backs. You know, you've got Lenny Yoro, De Ligt, Maguire. Who else have we got? Lisandro Martinez. Luke Shaw's probably going to end up playing at left-back when he comes back. Left centre-back. Mazraoui plays at right centre-back. Like, you've got 7 or 8 players to fill 3 positions. We don't need another centre-back right now. I know Lindelof's leaving, and I know that Johnny Evans is leaving, but Johnny Evans has been injured all season anyway. And we've also got Aidan Heaven. I forgot about him. We've got Goodwill Kokoni. Like, we've got so many options in that centre-back position. I don't think that's the priority. Like, we need a striker. We need a midfielder. We need a goalkeeper. We need a right wing-back. We probably need another central attacking midfielder. Like, we need all of these people before we start looking at centre-backs. And if we were even considering spending the 50 million that's being mentioned this morning on Jarrad Branthwaite, I would be scratching my head thinking, what the hell are these people doing? Because I just don't understand. If they were getting rid of Maguire this summer, but they haven't, they've given him a 1-year contract extension, then I would get it, you know? But that's not happening. Maguire's staying for another season. So yeah, next year, in 12 months from now, we should be looking at a new centre-back because Maguire will be gone, most likely. Johnny Evans is obviously going to be gone in this summer, and Lindelof's also going to be gone. So yeah, great. Go and sign somebody else then. But you've got to kind of do baby steps, don't you? And we have Lenny Yoro. We have, Martinez. We've got De Ligt. We've got some decent options at centre-back, I feel like now, who do suit the system. So I'm relatively happy with that area of the pitch. And I think, the fact that we've got young players as well, like Aidan Heaven and Goodwill Kokoni, who can play in that position, I think we're going to be fine. So I don't understand this obsession with Jarrad Branthwaite. You do always have to ask yourself, is it media driven? Is it the media saying, let's put out a story about Jarrad Branthwaite? It's always the British media. But yeah, for me, it's a definite no. Right, what else have we got here? A couple of people are saying that we should sign Jonathan David. Yeah, I would agree. Al says Jonathan David is free. That's the attraction. We can put 63 million saved towards Edison. Fair enough. Fred says that Højlund has been given every chance and just hasn't proved that he's good enough. Yeah, as I said, I think Højlund's got the passion. He works hard. But he's just not very good. Like, there's not really any argument to it. He's been here for, is this his second season now? So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the game on Thursday, though. On a more positive note, I am looking forward to that game. Hopefully, we can win. Well, not hopefully. We have to win. All right, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of that. I'd be very interested to see what your thoughts are. Yeah, Liam Delap for me. If we can get someone experienced as well, great, bring him in. But otherwise, it's probably going to be a no for me, I think. So yeah, let me know what you guys think on that one into the comment section below. Right, let's move on from there though. Let's jump on to something else. Let's talk a little bit about... Let's talk a little bit about the game on Thursday, shall we? How is everyone feeling ahead of this massive game on Thursday? Like, what are your thoughts? Are you confident? Let me know. I don't know. I mean, we have to win, don't we? At the end of the day. We have to win. We can't not win this game. And I know that sounds like a little bit of an obvious thing to say, but like Manchester United need to beat Lyon on Thursday. There's no other way of looking at it. Like it has to happen. Otherwise, the season that's already been absolutely awful, you know? Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Trying to think of what team will be going out on Thursday as well. I think De Ligt might be injured. Is that right? Someone confirm in the comment section. Is De Ligt injured? Because I'm pretty sure De Ligt is injured, isn't he? Which is a blow, to be fair. All right, let's move on from that. Let's talk about Matheus Cunha. Right, so the latest on Matheus Cunha this morning is that apparently Manchester United are considering triggering the £62 million release clause for Matheus Cunha. And apparently he's still interested in joining Manchester United, even though we won't have Champions League football. I mean, that would be a dream summer for me. If we could get like a Gyökeres or an Osimhen, a Matheus Cunha, a Frimpong, and a goalkeeper, I would be over the moon. I'd be absolutely over the moon. Yeah, I'd be so happy. How does everyone feel about Matheus Cunha, by the way? Is he the player that you think that we should be going for? I think he'd be an amazing signing. Absolutely amazing. And that's what kind of like confuses me about all these stories about Branthwaite and these stories about Liam Delap. Like, especially Branthwaite. Shouldn't we be spending that money on someone like a Matheus Cunha or a Gyökeres or an Osimhen? Like, why are we not looking for these big name players? I don't get it. Instead, we're going for someone like Branthwaite, who I just don't think is very good. I just don't understand it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Apparently Matic plays for Lyon. I didn't realise that. I didn't know that. Quite a few people saying that they don't think Liam Delap is the answer. I would probably agree, to be honest. I just don't understand it at all, realistically. You know, I just can't get my head around why Manchester United want to sign Liam Delap. You know? It makes zero sense to me. I think 0 cents is maybe a little bit harsh, but yeah, it's just a bit of a strange deal, isn't it? But yeah, jumping back over to Matheus Cunha. Let me see what people are saying in the chat. Dean says, I love Cunha, but I just can't see us paying that kind of money for him. Yeah, that's fair. Just spilled my tea all over myself. Yeah, I mean, 62 million for one player from another Premier League team doesn't sound like something Manchester United would do. I can just see Matheus Cunha in an Arsenal shirt, realistically. I can see Gyökeres in an Arsenal shirt. I would even go as far as saying I can see Frimpong in a Man City shirt. I think a lot of these players who are our number one targets are going to end up at other clubs, unfortunately. And that pains me to say that because yeah, like I can see how our summer should look like. You know, it should be a Gyökeres or an Osimhen. It should be someone like maybe someone like a Matheus Cunha, maybe someone like a Frimpong, maybe someone like who else? Who else did we say we liked? Edison from Atalanta. Like, those are the kind of people that we should be going for. No offense to what's he called? To Liam Delap, but like it's just a no from me. But maybe I'm just being a little bit harsh. I don't know. Maybe I'm. Yeah, I don't know. Am I being harsh? I don't know. I feel like I'm not being harsh, but at the same time, I mean, you've got to hope that Liam Delap comes to Manchester United and does well. Obviously, you know, that has to be like the benchmark. You know, if he can come to Manchester United and perform, happy days for us. But it's just whether he can. That's the question. And I'm not entirely sure that he can. But maybe that's just me being unnecessarily critical. You know, maybe I should be a little bit more, not forgiving, that's not the right word, a little bit more patient. Is patient the right word? I think patient's the right word. Give him a chance. Obviously, if any player that comes to Manchester United, I'm going to give a chance. But it's just looking at it from a perspective now, I'm just not convinced that he's going to take us from where we want to be to where, from where we are now to where we want to be, you know? Hopefully he does, though. Hopefully he comes in and gets 20 goals and we you know, we get top 4 and we win a trophy next season and, you know, like that is a possibility. But yeah, I'm just a bit unconvinced at the moment. I'm trying to think what else we had plans to talk about on the show today. I'm trying to think. There was definitely some other stuff. Obviously, we spoke about the game tomorrow. What else have we got to talk about today? Let's have a look in the chat. Hope Delap goes to Chelsea. Somebody in the chat says that if we went for Delap and Kang-in Lee, that would be really good. Is he any better than Højlund? I don't think so. But anyway, I feel like I'm going around in circles a little bit here. So I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. Thank you so much for watching the show this morning. Please do make sure to drop a like and leave a comment before you leave today's video. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you all tomorrow morning as normal. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.